So, you wanna play Mr. Fantastic. You look at the entire roster and thought, yeah, I wanna be guy who turns himself into a pool noodle. Bold choice, but hey, I respect it. And guess what? You just picked one of the most ridiculous characters in the game. So let's make sure your enemies deeply regret your decision. Alright, let's break down this scientific abomination. Mr. Fantastic is classified as a duelist, meaning he's supposed to be a 1v1 specialist. But let's be real. This dude could have easily been labeled as a vanguard and nobody would question it. He starts with 350 HP, which I know it sounds very low, but watch as he inflates like a living stress ball and casually adds another 450 HP. If you ever fought a duelist, you'd swear he was a raid boss. And what's worse than a tanky self-healing fighter? Right, the one that slingshots across the battlefield like a bouncy ball on steroids. So yeah, he's a duelist, but we all know he's just a vanguard with commitment issues. Alright, enough chit chat, let's get into the fun stuff. Basic attacks. Yeah, he punches, but like extra far. You thought melee range was a thing. Other heroes have to, you know, aim and get close. Meanwhile your arms extend halfway across the battlefield. Why would you want to slap people from the next dimension over, you ask? Well, because sometimes a regular punch just isn't humiliating enough. Okay, let's get into the important stuff. Getting swole. No, not like you hit the gym. Every time you smack people around, you build up your elasticity gauge. Once it's full, you enter big mode, where you gain extra 450 HP because bigger is better, right? Do more damage because why wouldn't you? And move faster because clearly you weren't annoying enough already. And just in case you were wondering, yes, you can cancel it manually, but why would you? You worked so hard to become a walking bouncy castle, live your truth. Mr. Fantastic doesn't walk, he propels himself at people. Twice. This ability gives you 2 charges to launch yourself at a target like a straight-shooter Uber ride that nobody asked for. Enemy, you smack them for 30 damage. Ally, congrats, you're technically a team player because you give them a shield. Yes, keep pretending you're a supportive teammate, even though we both know you're just using them for movement. Oh, and also as a bonus for being ridiculous, you also gain 75 bonus HP and 30 elasticity every time you do this, making you tankier, stretchier, and generally more of a problem. You know what's fun? Not taking damage. And guess what? Mr. Fantastic agrees. Activate Reflexive Rubber to become the ultimate boss skill. For a few seconds you're completely invincible. Every attack your enemies throw at you, yeah, where did it go? And when time's up, you fire all that stored up pain right back at them. It's like handing your enemies a do-it-yourself death kit. That's cool and all until you realize you look like Charlie Chaplin doing a bit. Just look at those cheeks. But hey, mock the animation all you want, your enemies are the real clowns here. Feel free to just stand there, mock them and let them build their own demise. Oh, you thought Mr. Fantastic was all about defense? Wrong. This is the part where you start treating enemies like personal stress toys. It's this simple, you stretch hard your arm and grab an enemy, you press again to grab a second one, and then you slam them together like a budget cartoon villain. And the best part, they can't really stop you. It's like watching a trampoline have an existential crisis, but in a way that sends enemies flying. But yeah, that's nothing compared to his ultimate. Ever wanted to be everywhere at once? Good news, this ultimate turns you into an absolute nightmare. You bounce into the air and slam down with the grace of a wrecking ball, slowing all enemies in range. Your arms massive, your range disrespectful, and your enemies totally regretting searching for a match. You basically take up half of the screen, hitting enemies inside like you're playing whack-a-mole, but the moles are actual players with hopes and dreams. And your job? Destroy those dreams. Need a health bar reboot mid-fight? Get your friend to play Invisible Woman so you can have one more ability to ruin people's day with. For 5 seconds, every bit of damage you take gets magically converted into bonus health. It's like having a warranty that repairs you on the spot. That means while your foes are busy breaking you, you're actually patching yourself up faster than you can say ouch. Sure, it only lasts 5 seconds and you have to wait 20 seconds to use it again, but when it kicks in, it's like a spa day for your HP. Alright, now that you know what all the buttons do, let's talk about how to use them in the most disrespectful way possible. First of all, stay inflated as much as possible. If you're not walking around Michelin mode most of the time, you're doing it wrong. More HP, more damage, more speed. It's free real estate. Second, Distended grip is your personal no fun allowed button. Enemy trying to escape? No. Support trying to chill in the back? No way, get over here. Two people standing too close? Slam them together like they owe you money. Third, Reflexive rubber is a war crime in the right hands. Time it against enemy ults and watch them instantly regret pressing the button. Fourth, flexible elongation is not just a movement tool, it's a lifestyle. You can use it for engaging, disengaging, annoying, flexing, or just panicking in style. And when you think you're about to die, always launch yourself out of there like you're late for a meeting. Style points are everything. If you made it here, then congrats, you just became an unstoppable force of nonsense. Play aggressively. Why? Because you can. You're literally built to be annoying and your opponents might as well rage quit. It's not a possibility, it's a fact. Don't feel bad, embrace it. Go forward and stretch your way to victory, making the battlefield your personal bounce house. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video, because every unclicked like makes Mr. Fantastic a little less fantastic. And that, my friends, is not fantastic, that is just tragic.